Welcome to JavaisAwesome, and in this video we can talk about a Spring Boot form logins. Okay, so we are going to implement the Spring Boot form login security with the help of our Spring Boot applications. Okay, so we are going to use in our project a Spring Wave, a Spring Security, MySQL, JPA or ThemeLeaf. Through that we can design our applications of a Spring login form with security. Okay, so let's just start now, and one by one we can understood how we can implement our real life project also. Okay, each and every points we can discuss in this video. So let's just start now. So I'm going to develop one project. Okay, I have documentation also, so I will show you sometimes documentation also. So if you want to see documentations, I will show you, but just a starting I want to do some uh, work on that so that you can understood okay exactly what we are going to do and what is the way to introduce all those things. Okay, so this is the configurations we definitely need, so we can take those. Okay, apart from this we don't need anything. Okay, this is the entity class, how we can create, how to maintain it, all those things we can discuss. Okay, so let's go to the STS, and I am going to create one project which is a security project. So a Spring Boot starters. Okay, and in the Spring Boot starter I will give the project name called a Spring Boot 2. This is the 2 project security form logins. I'm going to use Maven, jar or Java 17s. This is the com.app. Those are things. Let's go to the next. What are the dependency we required? So we are using the database MySQLs. So definitely MySQL drivers we need. So for communicating with the database we need JPA. So we can use a Spring Data JPA. Lombok also we required to generate the getter setter methods. Otherwise we can not use, also we can generate our own, that is also fine. A Spring Dev tool suites to automatically build our applications and run our application. A Spring Wave is required. A Spring Security, this is the main dependency which is going to focus about the security. And ThemeLeaf for the UI design, so we can use the ThemeLeaf to design our UI. So this is the required dependency we need to develop our applications. Okay, let's go to the next and just finish it. Once you finish, our application will be ready. So let's open these applications, and let's go to the main class. And in the main class I'm going to write simple message application is just started. Okay, so let's write down s out app is started. Okay, and just try to run your application. So I hope we got some issue because of we have not given the configurations for our database. So if you see here console, it's saying clearly, hey, data source is not configured in your project. You have to configure h2 hsql or deriby or any other application, so please do it. So let's go to the our Spring main resources application.properties file, all YML files, and inside this we can provide those MySQL configurations. Okay, so how we can write it? Spring dot data source, Spring dot data source dot URLs simply. So let's go with I don't require drivers, so URL. What is the URL? I don't know, so let's write. So URL people are writing like jdbc colon jdbc mysql colon /localhost give the port number of database, so 3306 default port number slash with which DB you want to connect. So let me open my workbench. Okay, so if I open my workbench, MySQL workbench, so this is my workbench. let's quit it again, try to open workbench or mysqls. So this is open here. Let's see the root is a users and localhost 3306 is a our local host instance, and this is the password, capital P small k at the rate 12345, and let's log in it. So through that we can log in. Do you have any schema? Yes, we have some schema. Do we need these tables? I don't think so we need it, so let's delete it. So drop these two tables, drop now. Okay, so table is also drop, and this is the security, which is our schema name. So I want this. Okay, so let's go to the our applications. Okay, here we can provide our database schema name, which is nothing but security. Okay, and then after I want those property definitely. So I will write spring dot data source dot user, that is called username here, this one, and username is nothing but root. I want to give password also, so I have to write here dot password. Okay, this one I will select and I will give the password. This is the password. If you want to write some comments, so we can write with hash. Okay, JPA configurations we can write. Okay, this is the database configurations, database configuration. Okay, for the JPA configurations we can we want to see just like what is the query it's generating, and automatically we have to generate the tables. So auto DDLs, so auto DDL, where is it? DDL auto, DDL auto, yeah, this one is spring.jpa.hibernate.ddl.auto. we can make it update, so whenever we need to create a tables, it will automatically create it. It will do each and every update in the database automatically based on our entity classes. Okay, so let's go. And next thing is we have to see the query into the console, so we can write so SQL. So this is the, we have to just make it true, so we can see those queries also whenever it will generate it. Okay, I hope those configurations are done. So let me start one more times my applications. Spring Boot starters. Now if you see, our application is just started successfully because of whatever the configuration is required we have given to them. And this is the password they have given. This password is nothing but this is just a default Spring Boot security password. So our application is running on the port number 8080. It's the default port numbers of the Tomcat servers. Let's go to the browsers, and if I try to hit localhost 8080, I'm able to see this page. This is the default. We have already discussed about it. So just write users and give some wrong password. It will say bad credentials. But if you give users and whatever the console they display on the consoles, if you give and if you hit, it will work. Okay, so that is the things which we have to improve it. Okay, so how we can do all those things and how we can maintain those projects, we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, so we have already login. If you want to do logout, write logout. Okay, if you say logout, it will give the logout page and you can log out easily. Okay, this is the default behaviors, but we don't want to use default one. We have to go with the database sign up. So user, we have to sign up and then user can do the logins. Those things we have to do. Okay, so let's go to our application first. So this is our applications. Okay, What next we can do? Next things what we can do is, let's go one by one. We can take some times, but we can do properly. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create some pages which is required for us definitely. So I am going to create one home page, okay, and those home page I have to allow to access those home page without login, correct? So without login anybody can go and access those particular page, those we have to implement it. Okay, so right now if I go and if I create any like anything, for example let me create one controllers, and let's give the package name called controller, and let's give here home controllers, okay, and inside the home controllers let's annotate controllers, and let's create one API public string get home page, and just I'm going to annotate this home page at the rate get mapping, and here I will just provide slash, okay, and from that I'm going to return one page which is nothing but our home page, okay, home.html page, because I'm using the theme leaf so I can easily use it, right? So I'm going to the src main resources. In templates we can create our HTML files, which is the theme leaf is supporting directly for that. So let's create here one file, and file name is nothing but home.html, okay. Once you create, this is nothing but this is the HTML files. In the HTML files we have to see something like headers, body, footers, all those things, right? Everybody want to see. So what we can do is, for example here if I write anything, hello, welcome to Spring Security, okay, it should be display on our browsers, right? So if I go to the browsers, and let's see, if I go to the browsers and I'm going to copy this particulars password, because for the logins I definitely need it. So let's go and go to the browsers, and here I'm trying to access with slash. So whenever I'm trying to access with slash, it's going to send me the login page. So let's give here users, and let's provide the password and try to sign up. It's giving me error, but now if I hit slash, now if I hit the slash, it's not giving me any page, right? It should give, because I have already logged in, correct? So if I already log in, why it's not giving? So let me save this home controllers. Maybe request is not going, and this is the new security we got, and let's go to the home page, try to refresh it. Now if you see, we are able to see hello, welcome to Spring Security. So previously we have not saved those file home controller, so while coming the request it's not accepting it, okay, but now we are able to see properly, right? Here hello, welcome to Spring Security, okay, but we don't want to see like that. We had to see some professional way, right? So I am going to use the Bootstrap basically, so that we can design it easily, because we are a backend developers, we have to more focus on the backend side, not in the front-end side. So let's get started with the Bootstrap. So if you go to the Bootstrap, and if you need something like some templates, right? So for examples, I need this template, okay, so they will providing the for the styles or maybe JavaScript, they're providing the CDN. So let's copy this and go to our applications home.htmls, and let us paste it here, okay, and let me change the title name, which is home, and hello words I don't want. I don't want hello words, I want something else. So let's go here and I want first is header or nav bar we can say. So if I search nav, they will give me some lots of the navs bar, but which one I need, those I can take it. So this is the nav bar home. I don't want this, I don't want this, I want something which having a login and sign up, correct? So this is the nav bar they are providing us. Okay, fine. They are providing, just they are not providing for the login. Why? Please provide the login also, guys. Okay, so I didn't see any login. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take something else. So let us take this one. This one is looks good. Looks good. All are looking good only, but this one is looking little bit good. Okay, because this is the primary themes colors they are using. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy particular this name bar. Okay, particular this name bar. So let's copy it and go to our applications. Okay, and in the header sections just you can paste it, or let's have a header also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one div, and inside this div I will put all those things, name bar. Okay, and then inside this div we have one more div which is nothing but body we can write down. So in that, inside this we can write our hello world. Is it good? It's look good. Okay, so and also one more things like expand body territory. So background body territory, not territory primary. Okay, now let's go to the browsers and try to refresh. I am able to see this particular name bars. Okay, so if you see we have a name bar, scroll, home, link, and something called search, and this is the search buttons we can do. Okay, and this is our hello world. Okay, in the same place what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this search and I will make this as a buttons. Okay, one is login and one is logout and one is sign up. This is the three buttons I want generally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to modify some codes here. So if you see, this is the search icons. Okay, this is the one of the button which is search. Okay, and this is the forms, roles, form control, search bar they have given. So I don't want these particular things. Okay, and the role search also I don't want. Okay, so and this is the button, correct, and this is the success button, type is submit. So let's do type submit but later. Okay, let it be. This is the search, so I'm going to make it login, and this should not be a form. Okay, so let's remove these forms, we don't need any forms. This is the another button we can take, button, and this is nothing but sign up, and one is log out. Correct? Button, button. Okay, I hope it's look good now. Let's go to the our page and let's see this. How it's look? It's look good. Login, sign up, not sign up, log out. So this should be log out. Logout functionality we have to implement also. So this is the logout. This is the 3 buttons we have created and we need also. Okay. And if I go to the Bootstraps, you can see here they have given something called territory primary. So if you go with the dark theme or maybe BG dark, BG primary, so you can use it and we can see the primary colors also. So go to the your code and here you can write BG primary. BG primary, and if you go here and refresh it, you can see BG is primary, but text is not white. Okay, and text is what we have to do. So text white. Let's search it. What they have given? They have given primary and okay. So if you give this one also, it will work. Okay, like this. So let's go to that page. Style, background, everything. Now let's go to the page and try to refresh it. Now you can see it's look good. Okay, now what we have to do is, we don't want to do any other things. We have to maintain the login and sign up. That is the main aim we have for these videos, right? So this is the home page which we have designed. It's look like a home page here. Okay, now what we have to do is, if I log out here from here, okay, if I log out from here and I will say I am log out, then again if I try to see those page, particular page, they are asking to log in, but that is not good way if you think, because login, like home page, anybody can see, right? It's my choice, I can log in or I can sign up after that, but landing page, anybody can see. Okay, so for that I'm going to write some restrictions, some filters, so through that we can see this page without login also. Okay, our home page. So the Spring security will come inside the picture now. So I am going to create one Spring security filters. Okay, and with the help inside the Spring's config classes. So I'm going to write one class which is nothing but a Spring security config. So let's write config package and security config, security configurations or configs, anything, and this should be at the rate configurations. Okay, and then after inside this we can write a code to configure those things. Okay, so how we can write it? So let us write down. So for writing those things, what we have to do is we have to create one bean like public security filter chains. Okay, this is the interface, security filter chains. Okay, and with the help of this security filter chains we can do it. Here it will come http security, http, and from inside this we have to return those. So as of now just return null, and make sure you have to create the bean for that so that it will reflect, otherwise it will not reflect. Correct? Now the things is how we can make our project as accessible those particular home page. Okay, so what I'm going to do is here I'm going to write some code like http request. Okay, so http authorized http request, we can do the customization in that, and we can write some lambda expressions like request, whatever the request is coming from that request, we can do like a request dot, okay, request dot any matches, yeah, request matches. Okay, a request matches, and if it is match, what we have to do, request matches, and in that we can pass these string parameters. Okay, like hey, if request will come with the slash, don't check anything. Okay, if request is come with slash login, don't do anything, just log in it. If request is come with the sign up, don't do anything. If request will come with the logout, provide the access. Okay, so those things we are going to maintain here, and then after we can do permit all, so that everyone having a permissions, and apart from this any request will come authenticated. Okay, that is the things which I am telling to them. Okay, this method will throw one exception, so let's throw it. Okay, after that nothing we have to do, let's format it. This is the security parts. Okay, apart from this we can do for the logins or logout also. So you can write http. Okay, and in the http we can write simply login logouts, so that login form, okay, or form login, we can customize it, and here you can write login slash open curly brackets and login dot permit all. Okay, we don't want to stop anyone as of now, and the same way we can write for the logout also. So http whatever the request will come dot logout with customizations, and here we can write log out lambda expressions, and here you can write logout dot permit all, everyone having a permission to do it, and at the end we can just build http dot build and just return it. So this is the filters we have to write it. Okay, that is very required filters. Now if you see here, I'm going to stop my applications for some times. Okay, so let's just stop it, and then after again I am going to start these applications. Okay, so let's go and try to just start your applications. Okay, so we have added the security, everything we have added, right? And if you go to the your page, okay, this page, and if you do the login, okay, so automatically you have a access to go to that page, right? I have stopped the application and again I have started. Okay, if you see here, if I pass logout request also, I am logout already. If I do logout also, and after the logout, if I try to just hit slash, I am able to see those pages. Because what is the reason? Because I have given the permission to my security. Hey, if request will come with slash slash login slash sign up slash logout, allow it. So this request is coming while giving the local host 8080 slash. So we are allowing this request and it's going to the home controllers and we are returning to the home page. So because of that it's working now. Okay, for login, so if you want to do login, so you can write login page. Okay, and you can go to the login and you can log in it, then after you can go to the back, whatever the things you have to do. After the login only you can access some pages, right? Without login you can't access it. Okay, so this is the one things, and let's design something else. So you understood, I hope, the Spring configurations, this part. Okay, this is the one of the filter configuration that is very important if you understood. Okay, if you not understood, I will try to explain you. Okay, no issue in that. Okay, second thing is, for example, I have something called other page. After login only you can see. For example, in these applications I have one product page. So you can't see the product without having a access of it, right? So what I'm going to do is, in my home page, in home page itself, I'm going to give one URL that's called product. Okay, and here I will write one anchor tag which is nothing but product. So th colon href, I'm using the theme leaf, href th colon href, and here we can provide those URLs. Okay, so let's go with the product. So this is the product URL, and here we can see access your product. Okay, and this endpoint you have to call while clicking on that. Okay, let's go to the home controllers, and I am going to design the same thing to access the product controllers, and I will write here product. Okay, and I will write get product page, and from that I will send the product. Okay, this page we have to create basically. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to templates and I will create one file, and I will give the name called product product product.html. So our product page is created. Here what I'm going to write is, I'm going to write in the h1 hello users, h2 this is your product page. Okay, just basic information I am giving. Okay, and after that I'm going to log in. Okay, after that let's collect this data first, maybe it's required. So copy this, go to the page, and here try to access the home page. I am able to access it. If I try to access something called product page, access your product, it's sending me the login page. Why? If I click on that, it's sending me the login page. Why? What is the reason behind it? It automatically sending me the login page. It's saying, hey, you can't log in without having a permissions. It's giving, hey, you can send to that place. So that is not correct, right? Or it's correct? It's correct, because product page access I have not given with the security. Once I given the access, then after only I can use it, otherwise I can't use it. Okay, so because of that, it's doing the expected behaviors. Okay, and once you log in it here, users, and if you provide the password, then only you are able to see those particular page. That is the security. That is the security which we are maintaining. Okay, after that, if you try to access the home page and try to use the product page, you are able to access, because your session is maintaining in the Spring security itself. Okay, you are able to access it. But once you do the logout, then after, if you try to access it, you can't access it. Okay, again you have to log in. That is the things you have to do. So if you give this product access, you can go to the login page directly. Okay guys, I hope you understood this navbar and what is the security filters chain, and how who will access, who will not access the page, how we can define it, who have access, who don't have access. So how we have to provide the access based on the login users. If user is login, then only we have to provide the access of those pages. Based on the users, if login, then only you have to provide the access. So based on the roles also we can design letters, but as of now, just based on the login, we are going to design this page. Okay, I hope you understood. In the next videos, we can design sign up page, and we can store the data into the database, and we can provide the access, the logins of the users through the given database user ID and password. Okay, so we can implement those into the next video. Okay, thank you so much for this video, watching for this video. Thank you so much.